So, my opponent, she says that the harms of prostitution are going to be diminished if it's legalized. She says that the drug use will go away, etc., etc. Well, Mercador.net says the harm of prostitution cannot be cannot be diminished by legalizing it. Pimps do not suddenly become nice guys because prostitution is legal. Legal brothels in Amsterdam have 3 panic buttons inside because women are often raped, murdered, strangled in those brothels. My opponent says that women are already being objectified and their bodies are already for sale on the internet. They're already showing everything there, etc. This may be true, but porn is posted online for everyone to see. You can't steal porn that's just out there and free. The difference is, even in brothels, women are raped, their bodies are stolen from them. This is a huge deal. And then, she goes on to say that it's not dangerous in a legal situation, but Melissa Farley, founding director of the Institution for Prostitution Research, in 2004 says, regardless of prostitution's legal status, legal, illegal, or decriminalized, or its physical location, prostitution is extremely dangerous for women. Homicide is a frequent cause of death, and it's a cruel lie to suggest that decriminalization or legalization will protect anyone. She also says that there's no risk in contracting STDs in a controlled environment. Well, according to Jeffrey Barrows, a health consultant on human trafficking for the Medical Association in 2005, says even if a prostitute is being tested every week for HIV, she'll be negative at least the first 4 to 6 weeks and exposing up to 630 clients to HIV before she finds out. No one's to say that they're going to stop prostituting as soon as they find out. Sure, they may not be allowed to prostitute in legal brothels, but the argument here is not to legalize prostitution in brothels. It's to legalize prostitution as a whole in California, on the streets and otherwise. These same prostitutes will simply move out of a brothel and move back onto the streets, continuing to expose thousands of people to HIV and AIDS. Again, she mentioned that it reduces the prevalence of rape. Not true. According to the Coalition Against Trafficking in Women, 2007, prostitution cannot eliminate rape when it itself is bought rape. Bought rape. The connection between rape and prostitution is that women are turned into objects for men's sexual use, and like I said earlier, they can either be bought or stolen. A culture in which women can be bought for use is one in which rape flourishes. And she also mentioned that it's a victimless crime because they're being paid. Well, think of a case in which an employee, male or female, is sexually harassed in the workplace. In such a case, they're likely to pursue legal action and be awarded a cash settlement for the crime they were a victim of. But does this mean that this sexual harassment was a victimless crime? No, absolutely not. The harmful effects of the crime were simply mediated by a cash settlement, similar to the way prostitution works. In the end, there's always a victim. Laws.com reiterates my points in saying that the law is fair on prostitution. It's illegal because it has so many consequences, ranging from higher incidences of poverty, drug abuse, violent crimes, STDs, and otherwise. It's been made perfectly clear to society that in order for our values as a whole to be maintained, prostitution must be kept illegal in the state of California. So the choice is simple, people. Either we can continue doing what we can, trying to put a stop to prostitution, or simply allow it to take over, strip society of the values we have worked so hard and long to maintain, increase crime rates, increase drug abuse, and increase the presence of STDs and poverty. Well, I trust you'll all make the right decision and vote against having prostitution legalized in California. Thank you.